What is going on, guys? Panther here, bringing you our APA Season 6 Week 1 battle against Professor Chewi and the Bellevue Farfetch'd. So, if you haven't caught our draft analysis, be sure to check that out so you can see our full team. So we're jumping into our Week 1 battle here today. No team builder going up this week, though, guys. I think I've made the decision to not do team builders this season, just because I feel like it, kind of shows my hand a lot if I end up having to play some of these guys later in the playoffs. But anyways, as you can see up on screen, I think this way, maybe this way, not sure exactly how it's oriented, but you can see what I am predicting Chewy to bring. You can see my team over on the side as well. We are bringing the Magearna. We have Specs Magearna. We're bringing the Mega Blastoise, this big Spadef Mega Blastoise, just for the sheer fact that Chewy's Volcanion eats my team alive. If he brings Specs Volcanion, I'm in a lot of trouble. Let me just pause and back up. So Chewy has 3 hugely threatening Mons on his team. They're going to be really, really hard for me to beat. If I can somehow manage to play around them, I think I have a pretty good chance to actually win this. But I'm really going to have to figure out a way to play around that Mega Lot Bunny, play around that Landorus, and play around the Volcanion. The Volcanion is definitely what's giving me the most stress right now, to say the least. But the Lop and the Lando are definitely scary if I lose my dedicated answer for those. And Tangrowth is my dedicated answer for those. I do have Rocky Helmet Tangrowth to take care of the Mega Lot Bunny if it wants to fake out. I don't think they can do more than 50% to me, not unless it's like Power, Fly Lando. Lando's not a Z-Mon or anything like that, so Tangrowth should be able to check it pretty good. And Rocky Helmet, like I said, not Assault Vest or anything like that. Just because I needed to deal with these physical attackers instead. I have the Zebstrika, who I'm very excited to bring. I can put in a lot of pressure on Chewy's team if I play it the right way. Life Orb Zebstrika. Also have Life Orb Weevil. And then my final Mon is, let me see if I can remember off the top of my head. I said the Magearna, I said the Blastoise, I said the Tangrowth, I said the Zebstrika, I said the Weevil, and my last one is, Nidoqueen. I have a defensive entry hazard setter, just as kind of a backup for that Mega Lot Bunny. I feel like we handle a lot of his other Mons on his team pretty well. I've never actually battled Chewy before, though, in an actual league. I've battled him in a Little Cup league before. I know he does like a lot of VGC stuff, but definitely nervous for this battle, just because it's someone I don't have a lot of experience against. I don't know his play style, so it's always difficult for me when I haven't really seen a lot of someone. But without further ado, we're going to wait for Chewy to send the challenge here. So we will be back just as soon as Chewy sends the challenge on. So welcome back, guys. Sorry for the delay, but apparently Showdown is having some server issues right now. So hopefully it doesn't kick us off or anything like that while we're trying to get this thing done. But anyways, without further ado, so we nailed 5 out of 6 of these predictions here. Like I said, really, really praying he's not Specs Volcanion. That thing, oh gosh, I'm already stressing about having to battle it. Really am. But our designated lead is Zebstrika, specifically for the Volcanion. So we're gonna go ahead, lead with Zebstrika, see who he leads with. It's the Lot Bunny. So that's fine, absolutely fine. We're going to predict the fake out turn 1. We're going to go hard into Tangrowth to hopefully take this fake out and give it some nice chip on here. And then we'll get to fire off the Sleep Powder on the following turn. Excuse me, guys. Definitely excuse me. Make sure these guys, let's see, here's the fake out, great. So that worked like a charm there. That worked like a charm. So we had the option of getting rid of someone's item or putting someone to bed here. I'm gonna say the Arcanine's coming out here, or it could be the Volcanion. Let's just Sleep Powder something here. Well, it could Magic Bounce. Well, that's not a problem because it can Magic Bounce with Espeon, but I'm not too worried about that because I can go hard into Tariel, the Magearna, and be okay with that, I'm pretty sure. So we're going to fire off the sleep powder here. Definitely going to fire off the sleep powder. So, alright, so we catch Clifford. Good. Put that thing sleepy land. So, actually the Espeon gives us problems. I actually did not consider this. See, my issue is, if I go hard, well, let's go Nidoqueen anyways, because I can fire off the Earth Power here. I'm going to predict the Espeon to come in and just fire off the Earth Power. I think that's what I'm going to do. Because he can go Espeon and prevent rocks, and then he obviously threatens me out with Psychic. But I go hard into my Magearna if he goes Espeon. No reason not to. No reason not to at all. Weevil deals with Espeon really well too. So we're going to see what he wants to do here. We still haven't seen an item on this thing, so it could definitely be Z-move, it could be offensive. Offensive Arcanine is actually really scary for me. As you can see, Chewy's team is really hyper-offensive here. He's got some bulk with Volcanion, he's got some bulk with the Landorus. He can run the Landorus or the Arcanine Bulky, obviously, but his team hits incredibly hard. The Espeon with base 130 attack, the Mimikyu with the free Sword Stance, basically. He can be Special Arcanine, he can be Physical Arcanine. Obviously, the Volcanion gives me huge problems. The Landorus can be defensive, it can be Choice Scarf, it can be Double Dance, it can be Yachi, so many different things. And then the Lot Bunny's always scary, one of the best megas in the game. But no reason not to fire off the Earth Power here. If he stays in, great, we get huge damage off on this thing. If he goes it's extremely unlikely he goes Landorus, I feel like. I feel like if anything, he's going to go Espeon. So I'm worried about that guy coming in. If he goes Landorus, no big deal. I go right out into Tangrowth. I'm not fearing the Landorus or the Lot Bunny as long as I have Tangrowth around to handle them. Balloon. Hey, okay. So we did with Balloon a little bit better, actually. We did with Balloon a little bit better. I'm not as worried about that, honestly. So we can go Blastoise here, and Blastoise should eat this up. It does, and yeah, he gets the burn. But no big deal here. We fire off the Dark Pulse. We fire off a big Dark Pulse here. It's gonna hurt this thing. It's definitely good prep on Chewy's part though, with the air balloon. I wanna see what this guy does to me actually. So he is Substitute. Again, I don't think he's not going to be able to do much to me. He could be HP Grass or something, but I'm really not sure what he can do to me here. I've got Rest, so I can heal it off. Let's see what kind of Volcanion this is before we make a mistake. He's definitely got his double stab. And see, I hate that because it doesn't give me the right set here. Let's see, Blastoise. Let's go blank set so I can make it real fast. 52. I'm fully Spadef because I really did pretty poorly against Specs Volcanion. So without his choice Specs, and me with Dark Pulse. So we saw that it did about 24%. I'm not putting all this up. We saw that it did about 24%. That's not right though. So he is definitely. Is he fully specially defensive? He's fully specially defensive. He's fully Spadef here. I don't think this thing gets any setup moves. So let's just break this thing sub here. So we eat that up. We eat that up for sure. I don't have anything really to switch into a Steam Eruption. He could bring in Arcanine. He could bring in Lot Bunny here. But I have a switch. So thank God this is not Scarfed, or not. I'm sorry, not Specs. So somebody that actually does really good is going to be my Zeb Striker. Okay, so that's fine. We can make that prediction. We're going to go Tangled here. We're going to go Tangled. We're going to go Tangled because it just checks this thing completely. Yeah, that's great. That's great. We get a lot off on that. Kind of want to make a prediction here and just go for knock. I think Arcanon's still asleep. He is. Nah, he's still asleep. I think he had jump kick here. We're gonna knock. He could high jump kick. I think he'll preserve this thing though. I'm gonna knock hopefully on the Arcanon. That's great. We get rid of this item. There goes his E-belt. So it is looking like it is offensive. We're just going to go hard back out into Leia. There's the Flare Blitz from it. And I really want my rocks up. I can deal with the Arcanine other ways, but I really would like my rocks up. I just have a feeling he's going hard Espeon here. Let's get my Stealth Rocks up though. Let's get my Stealth Rocks up. It limits this thing's switch ins. It limits Volcanions switch ins again. Hopefully he decides to switch out here, knowing he needs to preserve Arcanine. I'm afraid that he's just going to attack what's in front of him though. Definitely I'm worried about that. It's actually, let's go ahead and fire off our Stealth Rocks, but let's see what Arcanine here is. Old Arcanine. If I could spell Arcanine. Arcanine. Offensive. Nidoqueen. Defensive entry hazard setter. The Flare Blitz does right about that, except he's not Life Orb. He's definitely going to need Z move here. Flare Blitz stood 42. So he is an offensive Arcanine, which is okay. Definitely going to be Z move here though. Definitely going to be Z move. My Thunderbolt will kill from here then. So let's get these Stealth Rocks up. If it goes Espeon, no problem. Like I said, I go right out into my Magearna. Not a big deal. Not a big deal. Really want to get my rocks up though, like I said. Best case scenario, who is a switch into this? I guess he could go... He doesn't really have a great switch in with this. I could just attack something right here. I really could. He could go Lando though. You want to be bold and go for the Ice Beam? Now let's go safe. Let's get our rocks up. Because we still check Landers. At the end of the day, we still check Landers. We have Weevil, and we have Tangrowth still to take care of Landers. So it's more important that I get my rocks up. I'm just worried about this Espeon coming in here. Chewi's thinking hard about what he wants to do here though, making me nervous. Making me nervous that I've missed something. But I don't know, man. I don't know. Definitely nervous though to see what he decides to do. He knows he can't take care of me here, so I'm thinking he just attacks, to be completely honest. I'm thinking he just attacks and tries to pick up a kill. I'm thinking he just attacks to try to pick up this kill. Hopefully the servers are still online. Okay, there it is. There's Billy D. Delanders. Almost went for the Ice Beam too, which is okay. But my rocks are here to stay. So now we go into my beautiful Tangrowth here. Hopefully we get some chip on this thing. If he wants to stay in, we will gladly HP fire. Actually, I made a sleep. Yeah, look at that. That does absolutely nothing. I'm so glad I got Tangrowth this season, man. Look at that. That is offensive Arcanine. That is the power of Tangrowth, ladies and gentlemen. Man. Tangrowth too strong. Alright, so Lando T, that Earthquake did 15% from Lando T. So he's definitely got some attacking. That it looks like he is. It looks like he is an offensive Lando. All right, so no reason not to sleep here. Now that did a lot. That did a lot. Okay, so he's definitely offensive. He may be adamant even. He's adamant. He's adamant. I mean, I guess he could be expert belt. Tar Heel had 10 growth last season. I think it led his team into kills too. This thing is such a monster. I mean, I may be at 50%, but I can literally switch out and regain back up to what, like 86, 87% or something like that. This thing is busted. So busted. So his switch is probably Arcanine here. He could go to Espeon just to bounce back the sleep powder, but hopefully we nail the sleep powder here and put something else to sleep. But I am liking this chip though. I am liking that I got my rocks up. Definitely am liking that. Unfortunately, if he brings back in Arcanine, I kind of have to make a decision. Alright, so there is the Espeon. Solid play. Solid play there. So, my only switch is going to be my Magearna. Smarter play, I guess, would have been just a knockoff there. I've got my Magearna. We'll say it's Espeon. We'll say it's Choice Specs. Now that is Choice Specs damage right there. So we're going straight into Magearna. And we eat that up. Now he does get a Spadef drop. He has leftovers though. Now I could simply Volt Switch here, or I could just go for a huge Floor Cannon. I think I'm going to opt for the latter. Let's nuke something with this this Choice Specs. This Choice Specs Floor Cannon here. This should pick up the kill on this thing quite easily. He can get some good damage off here. Or otherwise I could pivot. Otherwise I could pivot here. This is such a tough decision. I pick up a kill. I pick up a kill if this hits. Yeah, nah. If this hits, something dies. No reason not to fire off this Floor Cannon here. I just don't want to take a lot of damage. I hate that he got that Spadef drop because it really forces me to make a decision here. It really does. It really does. So we've had quite a long battle here so far. Only on turn 16 right here too. I haven't seen the Mimikyu yet. We know we had to keep the be nice to keep around Nidoqueen for that. I think she's getting a little low. Should still be able to check the Mimikyu okay though. At least break the sub so Weevil can come back in and finish killing it. There's the Clifford. This should kill. Oh, great. That's a great kill there. So, Tariel, the Magearna, picking up our first kill of the season on Clifford, the Arcanine. That is what I like to see there. That is what I like to see, I'm not going to lie. Alright, so that's a huge Mon out of the way. Honestly, really opens the door a lot for Tangrowth this battle. I think Tangrowth just shuts down Mimikyu, to be completely honest. To be completely honest, let's just say he's 252, let's say he's Life Orb. And let's say it is, I think his strongest move is Play Rough. Yeah, we still handle that well. We still handle that really well. Alternative play there would have been to pivot. Still would have done a lot to Clifford, but then I get to go out into Zebra and revenge kill it with something. Now we haven't seen anything on Billy D. The Lander is here. Billy D. Billy D, the dude that played Lando Calrissian. completely sure. So we go hard tangled. I think he attacks what's in front of him. He does. We're gonna get us a nice knockoff on something here. Here comes the U-turn. Definitely gonna U-turn out here. He needs this mon way too much. Talking about how good Tangrowth is. Alright, so hopefully he goes back Espeon again. Alright, that's the best case scenario there. Big knockoff on it. Tangrowth doing some real damage there. Now, he forces me into a tough decision here. Because I can go Frostbite. I can go Frostbite here. But do I want to risk it? I do not want to risk it. I don't want to risk it. I don't want to risk it. Oh, we could have brought in Frostbite. Yeah, but we get another kill right here. We get another kill. Oh, great play, great play. Dang, we should have just nuked it. We should have just nuked it. Here comes a U-turn, I'm betting. There it is. Knockoff. Good play there. Good play. Good play. So here is the probable... Here's the probable U-turn here. The probable U-turn. I think we just Giga Drain to be safe. Let's get some health back. There's the end of our shenanigans, though. The end of our shenanigans for sure. Fortunately, though, hopefully this kills. Oh, it didn't kill. No. Fortunately, that did not kill. There's... Oh, no, that's terrible. That's really bad. That is incredibly bad. Lop really puts in the work now. Lop really puts in the work. Oh gosh, it does. Man, that's really bad. Alright, so how do we respond here? How do we respond? So we respond right here. We respond with her right here. So Landorus does not die to Stealth Rocks. Actually, it's at 6.3%. I don't think it can live on a point of a percent. Yeah, so we just Earth Power. We just Earth Power. Gosh, that really... Okay. Okay. No reason not to Earth Power here. Lando does to rocks. It's a 6.3%. He can't live on a actually, yeah, he can. He actually definitely can. This is such a pivotal play here, because if he goes Landorus, I'm in trouble. Alright, fuck it, we Ice Beam. I should not have said that. Oh. Such a pivotal play. Alright, so we let her go down. Dang, man. It really sucks for us. Alright, so we still haven't seen the high jump kick. We're gonna ice shard here. Pick off Babs. I'm sure this kills, but I mean there's no other option I have. That 10 growth crit was pretty big here. It's pretty big. I was trying to think how we beat Mimikyu. Really trying to think how we beat Mimikyu here. So, best case scenario, he stays in. Something's gonna die here though, for sure. And it's the Lot Bunny. That's great. That's actually really good. I'm just really worried about Shadow Sneak does not kill us. Let's use Life Orb. Oh man. Okay, so we don't die. Okay, so if Mimikyu comes out, I break its sub. There it is. The monster is out, so it could very, very well play rough here. But I don't think I can give it a free sword stance. So if he's not +2, let's think about this. So Zebra cleans up the game. So Zebra actually cleans up the game with some damage. Alright, so we knock. We break the disguise. There it goes. Alright, we Volt Switch. I think we have this right here. I think we have this. Come on, baby. Come on, Tario. You're living one. You're living a Shadow Claw. Oh, you're living a Shadow Claw. Easy. You're living a Shadow Claw, baby. Come on. Come on. You can do this. You can do this. You can do this. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Our plan here is to pivot out into Zebstrika. Zebstrika cleans this up. We pivot into Zebstrika. Zebstrika cleans this up. 100%. So we want Mimikyu to move first. There's the Shadow Claw. We tank it. There's the Volt Switch. That's a crit. That doesn't matter. That puts it in range. That puts it in range for my man here. That puts it in range for my man. I think we have it. I think we have it. Stripes coming in clutch at the end of the game. I don't want to get too overconfident, but I think he has it. I think we have it with Zebra. I think we have it. We eat it. There's the T-Bolt. There's the T-Bolt. There's one gone. There's one gone. Let's count him for Zeb. Oh, I'm so excited, guys. Zebstrika was one of the mons I was most excited to use on this team. I was really excited about using Zebstrika this season, just because I've never even seen it drafted in the APA before. So I was really excited to pick this guy up, just because I thought it paired so well with Mega Blastoise. So I'm really wanting to see it put in some work this season, and it looks like it's going to do just that. We know it's leftovers. We know it's not outspeeding. There's the Protect. That's not gonna matter here. That's not gonna matter. I think we have this. Nah, nothing's cussed at. I don't think there's any priority or anything like that. I think this is good game here. I think Zebra cleans it. There's 2 for Zebra. There's 2. I think that is it. Good game, Chewy. Great game, man. You had me so worried. have you so worried. Such a good team you have built here. Definitely expecting you to do some great things this season, man. Welcome to the APA, though. Again, really glad to have you. Really know you're an up-and-coming battler. I've seen a lot of your stuff, so keep at it. I'm excited to see what you can do this season. But thank you guys for watching. Be sure to hit that like button down below. Let me know in the comments what you liked, what you didn't like, what you thought I could have done a little bit differently, what you liked about the team. I definitely would enjoy some feedback. But until next time, guys, thank you guys for watching again so much. Until next week, I think we get Frostfire next week. So we will be back next week with another battle video. So take it easy, guys. Thanks.